Hey guys, my name's Sam and welcome to PrepMedic. In this week's video, we are doing a review of the Ice Vest High-Vis Safety Vest by Qore Performance. So as many of you guys know, I'm a pretty big fan of Qore Performance. I've done a number of reviews on their products and even used their Ice Plate EXO as my lightweight plate carrier for SWAT operations. Today, however, we are reviewing a pretty unique product because this is a high visibility plate carrier. But no, it is not for tactical operations. That is, unless you want to send the new guy on the team across the field in this to draw some fire away from you. So the Ice Vest is purpose-built to keep you safe in very hot and very cold environments. It does this by utilizing the Ice Plate curve, which Qore Performance also puts out, and that is essentially a very fancy water bottle in the shape of a medium ESAPI plate. Now, in very hot environments, you can take that water bottle out, fill it with water, freeze it, and then put it back in the vest. Obviously, the vest will hold that very close to your body and it will keep you cool for a prolonged amount of time. It also helps combat some of those heat exhaustion and heat stroke injuries by allowing you to drink the water as it melts. So each of these plates has a cap on it that you can screw on and actually plug in a hydration hose, a source hydration hose. You can route that up and drink it as the water melts. It's also nice because that will also cut down on weight over time. To keep you warm in very cold environments, you can take very hot water and pour it into the bottle and then it holds it really close to you. If you have a jacket on over it, that will help insulate it. I personally have found that this will keep you cool a lot longer than it will keep you warm. However, both work pretty well. So the Ice Vest is being utilized by a couple large corporations such as Dutch Bros and JetBlue. So they put this on their people to keep them safe on the tarmac and in the line to get people's orders. Now, there are some numbers out there that once this vest is implemented, these companies' heat emergencies drop to almost zero, which is pretty amazing. Now, where I see this vest shining in public safety specifically, because that's what this channel is all about, is for PPE usage. So this vest was actually designed with the WHO and the CDC, and it's meant to keep their people really safe in their hazmat suits. Obviously, when you get in those big suits, you are doing a lot of very fine tasks. So for a healthcare provider, or if you're treating a patient that has an infectious disease, you might be drawing blood, starting an IV, and one of the worst things that can happen while you're in a suit is that you do a needle stick because you've just damaged the integrity of your suit and now you've exposed yourself to a potential bloodborne pathogen. One of the things that's pretty well known in emergency services is that if you are uncomfortable, you're not going to do your job as well. That's why I always advocate carrying like your over-the-counter meds for tactical operations and having some of those feel-good items like ice packs and hot packs for people. Because if somebody's comfortable, they're going to do their job a lot better. So this keeps people safe in a number of ways. One, it does prevent the actual injuries, so your heat exhaustion and your heat stroke. But it will also keep people doing their jobs a lot more efficiently and a lot more safety and prevent other accidents. So Qore Performance says that this gives off about 70 watts of cooling power, which honestly, that number doesn't mean a whole lot to me. However, that basically means that this vest will keep somebody safe and in a normal thermic temperature range for about 4 hours in pretty extreme environments, which is pretty good. Now let's dive into the construction of this vest itself, because this is not like the Ice Plate EXO that I've been wearing. This is a little bit different. It is not meant to like go into the desert and withstand weeks of abuse. So they've kind of toned it down on the materials to one, make it more affordable, and two, make it a little bit more ergonomic for the civilian consumer. So here on the front and the back, and the front and back of this are essentially the same as far as I can tell, you have a what's almost like a felt nylon material that can accept any kind of identification patches you need. So the entire front's that, so if you have an identification patch, you can throw it on there. If you want to put some snarky other patch, you can throw it on there as well. And then on the back of each of these, it is actually a nylon material, which helps prevent some of the condensation in your really humid environments and keeps it cool, but not soaking wet on the back. Now, the shoulder straps here are pretty basic. These are nylon straps. And obviously this whole thing is high vis. Everything that you see that's gray, that's a reflective material. So if you're a traffic cop or somebody like that, you're in the middle of traffic, this is basically your safety vest. It is not ANSI approved just because of the surface area here, but it is very high visibility and I would have no qualms about wearing this on the highway. So back to the shoulder straps. The shoulder straps are a thin nylon material. They hook around each other and they have two adjustment capabilities. So for one, you have these straps which you can move in and out, but then these also are two straps Velcroed in on each other. So the nice thing about Velcro is that it has a lot of shear strength. So I can pull on this, it's not gonna come off, but I can readjust it on the fly just by pulling up the Velcro and putting it back down. These shoulder straps are recently new and improved. They were using these shoulder straps with buckles on them. And to be completely honest, I like these a ton better. They're a lot thinner and a lot easier to throw on. Now, if you wanted something a little bit more, you didn't want this directly on your shirt, they do sell the ice vent pads, which are really nice. I've got a couple pairs and you could just attach these to the inside of them. However, as far as I know, this vest does not come with that. These shoulder straps are attached to these nylon loops, which are really nothing special there. And as we come down the vest, you're gonna notice the cummerbund. So this is standard with the ice vest, and they call this their tool belt. So this belt here is fully elastic, and it's designed to accept a number of different tools. So I set this up basically how I'd probably be running it under PPE. I've got a small med kit, so this was developed in conjunction with SOAR Rescue or with them in mind. So this is their bleeding med mag that fits right in there. And you can see that there is actually a nylon loop that holds that in. Now, unlike the Ice Plate EXO, you can't actually reverse that loop and carry magazines or your med mags upside down. They are one-sided closures for that. And then over here, I've got the Phoenix LD30. This is just the flashlight I've been running. And in the back, just to demonstrate, I put the APX, I believe it's 6000 radio. This is a Motorola radio that we use on duty. Fits right in there, and then you can take that out with ease and put it back without any trouble. I've just routed that up to the top. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is actually capable of becoming in a hydration vest as well, which is key to staving off those heat-related emergencies. Qore Performance sells a number of different tubes that you can put in here. They just have a special connector you put on the ice plate, and then you can route that tube however you want. As the ice melts, you can drink it, or if you filled it with hot water, as the water starts to cool, you can drink it. Although I'm willing to bet that's thoroughly less enjoyable than drinking ice water. If you had asked me 6 months ago to review this product, I probably would have looked at you with some confusion of the use of this item. However, since coronavirus started, we have had a number of providers drop from heat-related emergencies in the back of ambulances taking care of patients, which is a really big deal. So I believe with this technology, this is something we can do to actively protect our employees. And I think it's very, very innovative both for the corporate world and for public safety in general. I do have an affiliate link for Qore Performance, so I will leave that down below if you're interested in picking this or anything else up on their website. They're a really cool company, relatively new, and they're putting out very innovative products. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you next week.